What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United. We are back for the third game of the Premier League season. It's going to be at Old Trafford on Saturday versus Burnley. And I'm joined by Jay, as usual.
Welcome back, guys. But honestly, I wish we were coming to you in better circumstances because Wednesday night was abysmal. We travelled to Grimsby Town, League 2, and what I saw was
Shocking. He
calls me the man of pessimism, but I'm just a realist. And if Amorim don't win this game against Burnley, he's gone.
No, it could be gone. We all know the reports that are coming out of Old Trafford. You know, the board have apparently come out and said that they're going to give him time. But as we know, in this game, if you aren't winning, you don't get any time.
Come on, man.
And especially if you're the manager of Manchester United.
He's got the lowest win rate since Fergie retired. He spent 200 million on the squad. He hasn't even won one single game.
I know. And you know what? That's exactly why for this episode, I want to speak about Ruben Amorim because, you know, it's a big ask at the moment for us to get a result. Even so against, like, you know, lesser teams, because it looks like it's going well. We played well against Arsenal. You look like you're going to go into that Fulham game and you're going to smash them because of the effort that was put in.
Mate,
the performance that was put in.
We are a lesser team. Realism penny has to drop between these United fans because I'm a United fan, yeah, but we finished 15th last season.
If he's not the guy to take us forward, I do not know who is. And, you know, he's still got the energy. We've seen how he's after games and he's emotional, especially after that game against Grimsby. He's come out and, you know, he said, sometimes I hate my players, sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't want to be around them. And you know what, sometimes I just think that he's got to be a little bit more media savvy because these journalists aren't your friends. They aren't your friends in that media room. Sometimes you've got to keep, you know, a lid on it sometimes. Yeah, but no matter what you're feeling emotionally during the game, I get that, you know, we want to see that authentic side of him.
Yeah, you need that. You need that authenticity as a United manager. You need that relationship with the fans. You know, you need to come across well and you need to come across honest, and people are going to believe in him. You know, you need to galvanise the fans because at the minute you're losing hope, you're losing confidence within the fans. I think it is because we're seeing the same things from what we saw with Oli, what we saw with Ten Hag.
It'll go well, like the Fulham game. It went well for 15 minutes. And, you know, we were ripping them apart. We had a few chances. And, you know, it could have been 3-4-0. But once those chances start to go away and the other team starts to play a little bit, you know, we kind of forget what was working well in the game. Do you know what I mean? That ball from Bayern straight over the top to Cunha. He never tried it again. He never tried that ball again. It didn't have to be directly to Cunha. It could have been to another player running in behind. He never tried it again. And you know what? There's just little things like that where these players are going to remember that when you're playing for Manchester United, yes, there's lots of pressure, and yes, the media are going to get on your back if you lose, but only if you give them a reason to. After the Arsenal game, there was nothing but praise for the United players because everybody was like, yes, they're putting a performance, and that's what we want to see. We want to see patterns of play. We want to see build up, and, you know, we want to see the team actually doing something on the pitch.
I don't think they expected the whipping they got from Grimsby. I don't think they expected
100%
Grimsby to come out of the box.
And that's what I mean against these lesser teams. And, you know, players can go out on that pitch and think, oh, because we're not playing Arsenal, we don't need to get up for the game. No, against these lesser teams is where you make your bread and butter. Being a big team that you are, you need to win.
But again, maybe that's about Amorim's naivety and his lack of experience, because other managers would have been drilling these players up and saying, look, guys, we're playing Grimsby Town, yeah, the League 2, but they're going to come at you with everything.
Do you know what? I agree with what you're saying, 100% I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, being Premier League players, you should not be losing to League 2. You should have the ability in yourself and the skill within yourself to be able to handle that situation that's coming at you on that pitch. And you know what? The other thing I want to talk about, which, you know, leads nicely into it, is Kobbie Mainoo, because David Ornstein has come out and said that he wants to leave on loan. Obviously, he doesn't want to sever ties completely with Manchester United.
He's put in a request, hasn't he?
And the club have rejected it. Obviously, World Cup next year. We know why he's doing it,
He
because
needs
he's not
game
getting
time.
play time,
He
and
needs game
he's
time.
probably trying to force the manager's hand a little bit. But you know what? Kobbie Mainoo played well in that game against Grimsby. Yes, there were moments where, you know, probably could have done a little bit better tracking back. But I thought he was one of the players that actually did well. Like, you're spreading the play out wide, controlling the play in midfield, always showing for the ball. Fernandes, he's got 10 goal involvements against these lower teams. 4 goals, 6 assists. He's going to be a player that we need for this game. We need him to have a good game. We saw against Fulham, he got rattled by the penalty, and all game he was rattled by that penalty decision because obviously he missed it. Once we've gone 1-0 up, he's got to forget about it. He's got to, you know, start performing, and it goes for the rest of these players as well, because we've had 3 wins in the last 13 Premier League games. It's not great. It's not a good read either for us as fans. 8 losses and 2 draws and only 3 wins. It's not great at all.
I think we've really got to get up, and I think we've really got to sort our mentality out, because it only gets worse from here. And can we see the team capitulating again? Can we see, you know, another sacking of another manager again? I think so.
I hope not. I really do, because the sacking of the manager, changing, you know, we sacked Ruben Amorim. We've got all of his players here that he's bought in. What are you going to do next summer? You're going to either spend another 200 million on the next manager's players. No, let them bed in. We know it's going to be a shit season. It's not going to be the best, but we can try to put in performances and hopefully get towards the end of the season within touching distance of the European places. We're going to get into our predicted 11 now for this game. I'll start with yours, because I thought yours was quite interesting.
I went with Bayern. Obviously, because I don't think Heaton's ever going to get a game. I don't know why, but
Do you think Bindier will?
yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
After Onana, come on, he's abysmal game. He comes out and tries to punch the ball, misses the ball, and gives away another goal.
Oh my god! He's from one shocking keeper to
Mate,
another.
my
isn't
mum
it?
could do a better job. Yeah.
Hey, honestly, if your mum could do a job
Trust
in goal, I'm sure my mum could
Trust
do a
me,
job as well.
100%. So for defence, I've gone Euro, Dillit, Luke Shaw. Then I've gone Ahmad. I want to see more from Ahmad.
Oh no, honestly, I think he's been so poor this season so far. He's been really flat. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like he just wants to attack, and I don't know. He's got a job to do, being a wing back, but I feel like he's got to do a little bit more.
Yeah, so I've gone Ahmad, Bruno, undroppable Bruno. I've gone Casemiro again. Hopefully they don't get run over.
Is Bruno undroppable though?
I think he is at this point.
Think so?
Unless we see something from Mainoo, he's undroppable. Unless he gets injured. Touch wood, he doesn't. But he's our figurehead man. He's a Superman, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Casemiro again. He hasn't really got the legs, but you know he's been okay so far. I've gone Dogu again. Let's see what he can do. You know, he's got some attacking flair. You know, against Arsenal is a problem. I've gone Mbeumo, Cunha, middle of the striking partners. Then I've gone Sesko. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can start this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why I was laughing is because I've had enough of these fucking goalkeepers. You know, I've dropped Bindier. I've dropped Onana because I've just literally had enough. I can't deal with him anymore. I think Tom Heaton deserves a goal. It's against Burnley. How much of a bad job could he really do compared to those two? Do you know what I mean? So I've dropped Onana. I've dropped Bindier. I'm not having them in goal. I'm going with Tom Heaton. I've gone with Yoro again, same as you, right centre back. I've gone with Harry Maguire because I think Burnley are going to be targeting these set pieces, and you know what? I think it's going to be one of those games where they're going to try and put it on us from corners.
You think he can
and set
organise
pieces.
that back line then?
Yeah, I think so, and I think he's got a good connection with Luke Shaw as well. As we
That
know, he
England
plays with him all the time. So I think they've got that understanding as well. I've gone with Ahmad, same as you.
Yeah.
But I do think he needs to step up. Bruno, Casemiro, midfield, same as you. Dogu, same as you. But the front three is slightly different. I've gone with Cunha in the 10. I've gone with Mount in the 10. And I've gone with Mbeumo up top. Just because I don't know if he'll start Sesko after starting those games. Obviously, he had cramp leading up to the penalties. So I think it might be a sub job for him. But those are predicted lineups for this game. Let us know if you agree. Do you agree with Jay's or do you agree with mine? Which one do you think's better? Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button. I'm start with Burnley in a 4-2-3-1. We want to beat them. Bruno Fernandes is going to be a key player for us in that midfield. And then they like to move to a 3-4-3. Packing out that midfield. Trying to win the ball back. Pressing up high against our midfield. It's going to be really interesting to see how we handle it, which is why I think Bruno is going to be such a key player.
He really has to show some positional discipline, because too often in quite a few of the games, he's playing like a quarterback.
No, I agree, but it's one of them where, you know, he's the only player really who makes things happen for us. We're hoping with Mbeumo and, you know, Cunha coming into this team that they can take some of that off him, and that's why it's going to be such a tough game, because
the game's going to be lost and won in that midfield.
100%, it's going to be a massive midfield battle, and you know what? Let's not give him any points. Let's put a win on the board. Let's get those 3 points. We're going to be at Old Trafford, and let's hope that we can come away with a win, because it's going to be interesting to see how we line up against these lot. We got some old faces coming back to Old Trafford as well in Carl Walker. You know, he's gonna be wanting to put one over us. Hannibal Medbury, you know, ex-player, United player. These guys are gonna want to put in a performance.
Got a point to prove, haven't they?
Yeah, 100%. And United should have a point to prove after that midweek game. And you know what? I hope that we do go out and put a performance out on that pitch.
Well, if you do, it'll be Amorim's first win, and that will really put some wind in his sails, and hopefully.
We hope. The Arsenal game should have put some wind in these players' sails, and you know what? It just didn't happen, and we've got so much riding on this game, because we're as we said at the start of this video, we're only 3 games into the season, and we're already talking about the manager getting sacked. It's not great, is it? Let us know what you guys think. What do you think the score is going to be? Do you think we can come away with the win, or do you think that Burnley will put the final nail in Amorim's coffin? What's your predictions for this game, Jay?
Well, on the back of the results that we've been having, I'm saying 2-1 Burnley. I know.
What do you mean? 2-1 Burnley? Oh my god,
mate! The way we've been playing, I don't think the mentality's there. I think we're gonna capitulate. It just feels like last season. It doesn't feel like. I mean, it feels
like every season before that as well. It just doesn't feel. Not just last season. Every other season under Eric Ten Hag.
Can I be honest with you?
Under Ollie, it's just everything's the same.
That Arsenal game, right? It blew me away, and I thought, wow, this is a brand new United. I've never been like. I can't remember the last time I was excited to watch United game under Ollie. But these last couple of games, I'm like, what's happened? You know what I mean? 100%. And I can only see that feeding back into the game on Saturday. So for me, I'm not really hopeful. You're going for a 2-1. I'm being realistic.
Alright, guys, clip it up, because if we win, you make sure you're tagging him. Make sure you're leaving comments. Because honestly, I don't want this guy to rest.
Mate, I'm being realistic. Some of us ain't realistic here. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
15th last season, right? We were 15th last season.
Honestly, I totally get where you're coming from, but I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 United win. We know it's gonna be up and down this season. We know, especially after the last 3 results, we know it's gonna be up and down. But I'm going for a 2-1 win. Just because I feel like after that performance against Grimsby, these players have to come out and show something to the fans.
I remember someone saying the same thing against that Tottenham game. Do you remember?
No, I know. And do you know what? Let's be positive. It's going to be at Old Trafford. The fans are going to be behind them, as we always are. That was the preview for the Burnley game. Let us know your thoughts. Leave some comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that like button as well. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later.
See you soon.